Mother has given her blood for your life. In return, what will you give? Just the tears? The father has sacrificed his whole life for your future. In return, what will you give it to him? Just defamation? Namaste and a very warm greeting to you all who are watching us from the different parts of the world. It's me, Mohan Katka, your regular host of this weekly talk show, Listen, Learn and Lead the Future. The main purpose of this show is to encourage students to be participate in English speaking and build vocabularies as well as to be very confident on daily conversation. So for that, every week I get different levels of students to have conversation here and share their thoughts. So for today's show, as we are on the eve of examination, I am going to have a beautiful conversation regarding the exam and students' prospects on it. So without any delay, let me welcome to this all my guests for today. So welcome you people on the show. Alright, so how have you been doing?
Great.
Alright, so nice to see you again here. Okay, so without any delay, I would directly like to enter into the topic. So let's start from who? Okay, Bilal, let's start from. So Bilal, as I already mentioned that we are on the eve of examination. We just have 2 more days to go for our second term in our examination, right? So for you, like when you hear the word like exam, what is the first thing comes to your mind?
Yes, sir. Whenever I hear the word exam, my brain thinks it's a challenge for students. Whatever they learn, they have to prove them as a more successful student and show their abilities. Thank you.
So you take it as a challenge.
Yes.
You don't have any fear of exam.
No.
Okay, good. That was nice. So let me go to another question for you. I do have some questions for you. And the second question for you is, why do you think that people fear the exam? Is there any specific reason? Have you discovered?
I think that the people are very poor with their mindset.
Mm-hmm.
They take exam as very big thing, but I think that exam is nothing. You just have to write something on a paper. It can't decide your future. All you have to do is get the knowledge and be successful in life. Thank you.
You mean you don't take exam as a very serious matter?
Yes.
How about your study?
Yeah, I'm quite good in studies. I am a second boy of my class,
Okay.
and I didn't take exam as a very uh, serious thing. I just chill in my exams.
Okay, you are excelling. Okay, great. Okay, that was a nice answer. And let me come to the another point for you. Do you like to give any tips to those students who really fear the exam and they are appearing the exam very soon?
I
How they
want,
can overcome from the exam fear?
I want to tell them that don't be afraid of exam. Just take exam as a formal thing and make it as usual. Build up the mindset that you can make it and make it. Just say all is going well and all is going well. Thank you.
Alright, that was the very positive mindset he was having and he described in a very short and sweet form. So students, if you are facing the problem or if you are failing of the examination, please you can get guided by some of the tips. After that I'm coming to Samriddhi. Okay, good. How are you doing?
Great.
Great. Alright, so first question for you the same.
When I hear the word exam, I feel sometimes scared. Yeah, it is good for students. It challenges us to prove us, but I scared and I think about what question will be come in our exam and how can I prepare for that.
Okay, so you normally you get straight with the exam.
Yes.
Alright, so she also fears like you people, okay? About thinking about the exam, but that is not the right way. Okay, so there is a two different part. Okay, some of the things are in our control, and we some of the things are not in our control. So let me ask you a question. The question that comes to the examination is in your control.
No.
It is not at your control, right?
Yes.
But how about the study? I mean, the reading, regular exercise, the lesson learning part, or throughout the year, whatever you learn, is it under your control?
Yes.
Okay, so if you are focusing on the reading part, okay, if you get the good concept and if you try, if you give your best on learning, I think you don't need to, really worried about the examination. What do you say?
Yes. If we gain a concept of any lessons and we read it by seriously, by gaining concept, it is easy to write exam.
Okay, so by the way, and obviously the question obviously comes from the textbook only, right?
Yes.
It doesn't come from outside. Or let's say the questions are not developed from out of the textbook. So and every day or let's say throughout the year we'll be dealing with the textbook. So questions are already there in your textbook, right? So still people are facing problem on solving such kind of questions. Why do they are doing so? Any idea? Why do you think students are still fearing of the exam even though questions are there inside the textbook and they have repeated many times that textbook and still during the examination they really make it is a very big matter and scare?
Yeah, I think because of their own carelessness, sometimes teacher and their own parents are also responsible for that.
Okay, so you mean if you don't pay much attention in the classroom you can ruin your examination, right?
Yes.
All right, good answer. Let me come to the another questions. Personally, how do you often think about the exams? Do you think about exam frequently or sometimes you think or just the another day of the exam you think about examination?
No, frequently.
You think frequently. Why? What made you think frequently about the examination?
Because it proves us what we learned from our long hour,
Mhm.
and it's time to prove us. So
So you want to excel in every time, right?
yes.
You want to excel in every examination, so you think frequently of it. So if I get this chance, I'm going to prove it. Okay,
Yes.
whatever the things I've learned. Nice. So what really troubles you during the examination? What are the things that makes you
Why?
so unhappy or uncomfort?
Why I don't know, but I get scared during my exam. I also lose my confidence level during exam,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I write the wrong answer although I know the right one.
Okay, so you are having such kind of problems.
Yes.
So what is your plan to overcome from such situation furthermore? Do you have any plan for that now to recover, to overcome from such situations?
Yes, I think to read relief down and revision all my text
Okay.
and learn after going home that teacher taught.
Okay, so you need to revise your lesson after when you're at home. Okay,
Yes.
whatever the lesson we discuss or topic we discuss in the school, when you back home you have to revise that. You have to read it again and have to fully understand the concept of the lesson, right?
Yes.
Okay, great answer. Now I would like to ask you the last question. Okay, for this is for others also. Now, what would be the best way to prepare examination? What are the steps if we follow? Exam can be the best.
I think we need to revise all our lessons
Mhm.
and we need to gain concept of any text instead of memorizing it,
Okay, great. That was powerful. Okay. Any other?
and we need to discuss with our friends and clear our confusion with asking a question with our teachers.
Okay, group discussion, approaching to the teachers. Wow, nice, beautiful. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for your beautiful ideas, Miss Supriya.
Thank you, sir.
All right, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Okay, we are very close to the examination, so I'm just focusing on exam and your concept on that, and what are the things, what are the different prospects you have during the examination. So shall I start? You ready, right? So what is the first thing comes in your mind when you hear the word exam?
When I hear the word exam, I I feel like I feel sometimes I feel happy, and I also get scared about what will be the questions and how to write those answer of the question, and I also think that examination is the huge opportunities for us to prove ourselves.
Right, brilliant. Okay, so you don't have to be scared. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, also, that the question that comes in your examination, that is not in your control, and you know that if something is not in our control, and if we pay much attention on that, do you think does it make any difference? No difference, right? We are creating problem outside. So if there are such things which are not under our control, we should let it go. And what are the things that are in our control, we should focus on that part, right? And as Samriddhi already mentioned that also, okay, during the class, be clear with the concept. Okay, if you have any confusion, if you shy to ask with your teacher directly, you can close to your best friends. Okay, from them you can get. And obviously, if you are very clear about the topic, the question obviously comes from the textbook itself. So if you pay sincere attention, I think exam is, like you said, an opportunity to prove it. So good luck for that also. Okay, is an exam really difficult part of students' life?
I think no, exam is not a very difficult part of a student's life. If they think they are a successful person and they will be successful, their examination results or their any works results will be good and better. And I think exam they should not get tired of reading all those textbooks and their exercises.
Okay.
And
Have you ever failed in an exam?
yes,
Can you just briefly remember that?
in fourth class,
Okay.
I failed in math subject.
Okay.
It was I I'm very poor in mathematics.
Okay, good.
Till now, I'm learning from my
Mistake.
yeah. I'm
And,
learning from my mistakes.
and what do you think? Is failing is a crime?
No, not really.
So who do you think are responsible for failing in an exam?
The students are responsible for their own failure,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes teachers and their parents
Mm-hmm.
are also responsible for their failure.
How about the friend circle? Sometimes because of your friend circles also you get distracted. Okay, keeping in that in mind, thus how one can build confidence during the examination.
We can build confidence in our examination by listening to the motivational speakers
Mm-hmm.
and search on the Googles or keywords, and
Okay.
also ask or share with your friends or teachers if you have any confusion or any questions.
Okay, great. Well, because after Supriya, I would like to go to Miss Prithika for the question. So, what is the first thing comes in your mind when you hear the word exam?
When I hear the exam, I feel very stressed. Then, what will be the questions and how can I write the answers of that questions? And I scared, but I also think exams are is very important in our for students. Thank you.
Initially, you get stressed, but lately you understand that exam are important part of us. So I just need to read and prove it. Okay, good. So, how are you preparing for this examination? What are the things you are doing? I prepare for this exam. I read the books and note. Okay. And which I don't know, which is very hard questions. Okay. Which I cannot solve. I asked to the subject teachers that question and search in internet. Okay. I revision the textbook which I read in class. Okay, good. Okay, what do you have to say to those parents Okay, who scold their child when they fail the examination?
Everyone is failing in life.
I want to suggest them that it's not because of their child's.
I would like to suggest all the parents who scrub their children that don't scrub your children. Failure is not their mistake. They can learn from their failure. Everyone fail in their life, even in exam or even in your own life. They can learn from their failure. Exam doesn't determine their future, so don't scrub them. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you all of you for being here and sharing your beautiful thoughts. It's a very relevant topic we talked, and I hope this episode will be helpful to all those students who are taking stress regarding the examination. I try to get the views from I get to have an idea from the students to help you students, what is exam is, how it look like, and what are the different things come in your mind when you hear the words exam, and obviously how we supposed to tackle the exams and to get a good marks. All right, one more time I would like to remind you that statement that I stated in the beginning. Okay, if you think about your mother's blood, and if you think about your father's sacrifice, and if you go home, if you talk to them, and if you try to find out the answer of questions in their face, you will never fail in examination, because the dream that they have said and because they have given us has a larger than our examination. So be sincere to your parents' dream rather than your small dream. Okay, you will never fail in your examination. Thank you so much for being here one more time, and very best wishes in advance for your upcoming examination. Okay, I hope you'll have a beautiful result. And dear audience, with this meaningful conversation with these beautiful people, I would like to wrap up the show for today. On another episode, I will be presenting with the different guests to discuss on the different topics. Till then, enjoy your every moment. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you for watching. Like page of our school, Nava Pratibha Secondary School. Thank you.
Thank you.